Here's what's making news now around Indiana. In Greene County, a former coal mining site is being transformed into a farm-to-bottle craft distillery. Fishers-based Land Betterment Corporation says it will transform the idled Landry mine in Jasonville into coal craft spirits. The company, which is run by two Indiana University graduates, says when the project is complete, the distillery will create dozens of jobs, many of which will be filled by former coal miners. Land Betterment Executive Vice President Kirk Taylor tells us as part of the farm-to-bottle aspect of the distillery, the company will also be planting many of its ingredients, including rye, on site. In Northwest Indiana, ArcelorMittal joining an ever-growing list of businesses announcing workforce reductions due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The steelmaker says it's placing a total of nearly 100 employees from its East Chicago and Burns Harbor facilities on temporary unpaid furloughs. ArcelorMittal says it expects the furloughs to last less than 6 months, but did not provide a more precise anticipated return date. And Evansville's Economic Improvement District has created a virtual tip jar to support service industry employees. The organization says the funds will help benefit employees who have been laid off, furloughed, or seen a reduction in work hours amid the pandemic. The organization is encouraging service industry employees to sign up on its website. Well, now on to Putnam County, where a group of women doing their part and more to fight the pandemic, one sewing machine at a time. Inside Indiana business reporter Mary-Rachel Redman has more from Greencastle.
They call themselves the Masked Mommas.
Bert is with you. Yeah, I put them in the same.
A group of 4 moms who have been sewing into the wee hours of the morning to provide masks for Putnam County.
It actually came up from a friend of ours, Amy Clark, whose daughters are actually working on the front line. She asked if we would be interested in making some masks because there was some communication of some shortage of the materials and things like that. And so that's what kind of started it.
We posted it on Facebook because we're pretty proud of our little project. We were flooded with, can you make us masks? And of course, we felt we need to help them. It wasn't a question, are we going to keep, we have to keep sewing.
We started testing some things in the basement, coming up with some trials, and we were just going to make a few, we thought, to give to Amy and her daughters, and ever since then it's kind of exploded.
And since starting this venture just 3 weeks ago in their basement, the Masked Mommas have filled nearly 5,000 orders for N95 style and protective masks, providing the protective wear for the entire Putnam County hospital staff and beyond.
We have made masks for every nursing home, all in-home health care, our local hospital, essential workers. We have pretty much took care of most of our community.
I think each and every one of us have a passion to help our community in any way. It kind of gives us a purpose, right? And I think it's a calling for each and every one of us. We're a small community, we're a tight-knit community, and with the group of women that are involved, it's anything and everything that we can do. We're not people that sit still. Quarantine has not been boring for us.
There's a lot of anxiety that comes with this, and I don't think everybody was prepared for it. And I feel like this has just, filled that void. I'm not scared anymore. I feel like I have some power over it, and I think that's giving all the other volunteers that purpose too, and they don't feel like they're contributing and they're not just sitting around being helpless.
Mary-Rachel Redman, Inside Indiana Business.